Chris Stewart. He is the attorney for Walter Scott's family, and we heard you speak so eloquently and powerfully. And what I also found very poignant, Chris, is that you urged calm. You were very measured in your response yesterday.
Yeah, you know, what I found out is that anger, it's natural and understandable, but it doesn't really get you anywhere. What's more powerful is focused determination, which is why we're only focusing on getting him behind bars with a second trial.
Was that something you had to convince the family of, or were they there already? That is a woman of faith, and she has a place where I can tell she is resting her hope. But I can imagine that there are a lot of feelings in that family.
There are a lot of feelings, but Mrs. Scott actually put her hand on my shoulder and told me, God's got this. Because I can get a little fired up and upset.
We all can, darling.
But she is so strong. I mean, if you watched her press conference yesterday, she is so strong, and it's not an act. She only relies on God.
So let me ask you, in terms of this, you actually also said it was a missed opportunity for justice. I heard that. That also stuck with me. So do you think the prosecution failed? Where do you think things took a turn that this jury couldn't come to a consensus?
From all of our information, it was still 11-1. So it was just one holdout that obviously, not just the video, but didn't listen to Santana's testimony about what he saw before then. We saw he was 18 feet away and the officer wasn't in imminent danger. But it was a big opportunity to send a message to the nation for all our great officers that they are not like Michael Slager, to tone down some of the anger towards them, that people from the community can get justice, that their life matters.
So the family is really counting on this federal case, correct?
Well, we want the state one as soon as possible.
You want the state one as soon as possible. So they've got their eyes on the future. But I can imagine every day for them is a challenge because, again, they are dealing with the loss of their loved one. Justice or not, they're still dealing with the grief that they're going through.
It is. It's a few more days of freedom for former Officer Slager, but the rest of his life will be behind bars.
How do they feel about the idea that the prosecutor says they're going to retry Slager?
We were proud of the case that the prosecution put on.
Okay.
I just don't think that you can sometimes convince someone who's already made up their mind.
That is a challenge. Well, hopefully we'll be able to have you back and talk to us.
Anytime.
Give our best to the family. We know this is a very trying time for them, and they're going to need the support from the community. But thank you again for your measured words yesterday. We appreciate that.